Okay, so it's been about a month, close to a month, since I uploaded my intro video for my project Tin Pan, and I'm gonna give you guys a quick update. I was actually only able to finish off one product since the intro video, but at least there's one knocked out. You'll be seeing this in my empties, my next empties video, but this is the Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Pencil, and this one was in the darkest shade. You can see here on the cap, I was right at that mark, so I had that much of the product that was left over. I don't know if you can see that line there or not, but this is completely rolled up and it is finished. So this one is done. I was not the biggest fan of the actual formula of this pencil. I have some other ones that I prefer from the drugstore. The L'Oreal one especially, I really enjoy that one for my brows. But anyway, the spoolie on this was great, and I don't think that this was that expensive. I think this was around the $6 or $7 range, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm just happy to have one item moved out. Then I'm gonna kind of go through roughly the same order that I discussed them last time. This first one, I've had it around for a very long time. I only use this on my tattoos in the summertime, or if I'm wearing shorts, I'll run it down the center of my legs. But this is the Vaseline Total Moisture Cocoa Radiant Vitalizing Body Gel Oil. So you can see there's really not much left in here, and on the back you can see all the marks that I've been trying to use this up for a very long time. I started at this longest line down here at the bottom, and I got down to this second line down here. The really long lines is what I'm talking about there. I should be able to finish this off in the next 4 weeks, I would say. I just haven't been reaching for this exclusively, but I'll try and reach for it a little bit more. I do like this product. It's just a little bit thicker than other body oils that I've tried because it is that gel. But I really like the fragrance on this. It just leaves the skin a little bit tacky if you're not used to using a body oil. And then I have my perfume. This one is the Ed Hardy Love Kills Slowly perfume right here. I finished off a couple of these in the past. It's quite a sentimental fragrance to me. My brother got this for me one year for Christmas. And this one is the 1.7 fluid ounce bottle. I was right at that top mark there when I started, and I'm now down to there. If you hold it sideways, I'm over the halfway mark, but just barely under the halfway mark, so I probably have just under a fluid ounce to work through. The first couple of weeks I was using this nonstop, and then I kind of went back to some of my other perfumes, so I just need to get back to this one. Maybe I'll just put it in my purse. It's a good fragrance. It's like a strawberry fragrance, but it's got like a tartness to it, like a strawberry lemonade almost. It's really nice. I do have a sunscreen here just for the simple fact that it was extremely expensive. I spent a lot of money on it and I'm just not focusing on it. So this is the Chanel UV Essential Anti-Pollution Broad Spectrum SPF 50 sunscreen right here. When I started, I was at this dashed line right here. Just ignore this top mark. I was at that dashed line there at the intro, and I'm only down to there. I haven't been focusing on this. I just need to put this in my purse, apply it when I'm driving so it gets on the backs of my hands, put it on my face before I do my makeup. So I'm gonna try and put this out somewhere where I can see it and use it every single day. I just forget to use sunscreen. It's not this product's fault. I just forget to use every kind of sunscreen. I also have a foundation. This is from Tarte. This is the Rainforest of the Sea foundation. I have the shade Fair Neutral. And when I started, I was right up there. I've gotten down to there, but it's been an entire month. I have been using a sponge, like a makeup sponge with this product, so it does suck up a little bit of the foundation, but I guarantee that I can have this finished off in the next probably 3 weeks. Definitely 4 weeks this will be finished, but in the next 3 weeks I think I could finish it because it seems like there's more in here than there really is. This does have like that dropper applicator. Let's see if I can get it to work. Like you can drop it out from the little squeezy top contraption. I don't know how I feel about that because the lower you get down into the product, the harder it is to get it up into the cap, but I'm still using it, still trucking through. I do have a highlighter here. This is a cream highlighter. This green mark up here is where I was at the intro. If I scroll this all the way up, so even this plastic part is showing, that is how much I've finished off in a month. I feel like that's a decent amount, honestly. The only amount that's sticking out past the plastic thing that I'll be able to apply is that much. I definitely think I could have this finished off in the next, I would say 2 weeks, easily. Maybe even 1 week if I'm wearing it daily. The problem is applying it daily. I've noticed that if I put it over foundation, then it will kind of pick up the foundation a little bit. If you have any tricks to use with a product that likes to do that, definitely let me know, because I like the tone of this and everything. I like the color. It just doesn't really set. I have been dabbling with using it a little bit on the eye area, but it just doesn't set down. That's the only problem. I have a blush in this project. This is my NARS Sex Appeal blush. I did have a little bit of pan on this at the intro video, but I'm just trying to get a larger amount of pan in here before the end date. So that is where I'm at currently. If I can insert a photo or something up here at the top of where it was at the intro video, I'll try and do that, but that is where I'm currently at. I really like how easy this blush is to wear. It's very soft. You can apply it on the apples of the cheeks without it looking too intense. And if I do apply too much blush, then I can actually pull this one out and buff over the top of whatever blush I put down, and it kind of tones it down just a little bit just because it's a lighter, paler formula. So I really like this blush. If you're extremely fair, definitely check this out from NARS. I know they have a ton of blushes that are really pigmented if you have a deeper skin tone, but they also have some really nice options if you are lighter. I have an eye product here. This is one of my Laura Mercier Caviar Sticks. This is the one in Moonlight. This is absolutely gorgeous, but I haven't been wearing this as often as I would like. When I put it up here, you can see how much I've used right there. I really haven't used that much out of here, but I have been using it. So hopefully I'll start reaching for this a little bit more. I probably have maybe 1/4 of an inch of progress. I'm definitely not using that on a daily basis. I probably use that maybe once or twice a week. And then I have some lip products. These are probably my favorite items to pan. This first one, this is the Dior Addict Lip Glow Reviver Balm right here. And I did put marks on this. I'm almost finished with this. I've been focusing on this one probably the most, I would say, but that's all that I have left currently. And if I hold this up against the cap here, you can see I was at that top line right there at the intro, and I got down to there. This one will easily be finished off in probably a week. It should be done, so I'm excited to have this one moved out because I do have my eye on the berry one or the lilac version of this. I think it's a fantastic product. It feels really moisturizing on the lips. I also have a MAC lipstick here. I have not put the second marking on this one, but I will. So I put the first mark right there. Hopefully you can see there is a little bit of progress here. I've been focusing on another lip product. You'll see that in my next empties video coming up in the next couple days, but I'm also trying to work through another tinted lip balm, one from Benefit, the Posy Balm. So this one's kind of getting a back seat. It's going to the back burner a little bit, but I'll try and focus on this one a little bit more. I think it'll be a little bit easier to use up, especially after I finish this one off. And then I do have a lip gloss. This is one of the Buxom, what are these called? Full-on lip creams in White Russian. I was up at that top purple mark right there at the intro, and I only got down to there. I haven't been focusing on this. This is about the amount of progress that I would use in like 2 weeks, but I'm just kind of getting over the tackiness of these products. I feel like they're a little bit tackier than I'm used to. And this one just, it's probably the most beautiful color ever, and the tone is just right, but it's just a little tacky for me. I'll put a little on right now in the center of my lips. It goes with anything. You can apply this over the top of essentially any lip product, and I think it looks beautiful, but it's just a bit tacky if I'm trying to wear it on its own. And then finally I have 2 skincare items. This one I have it on its side because it's almost out and it's easier for me to dump it out if it's on its side. So that was at the intro right there, and then I'm down to that point currently. Maybe it's easier to see if my hand is back here, but hopefully you can see the lines on there. It only has a couple more uses in here. I would say probably 2 uses and it'll be finished. So I'm kind of going back and forth between 2 serums. So this one, it'll probably be finished next week at some point. This was the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Synchronized Recovery Complex 2. This was actually sent to me complimentary from Estee Lauder not too long ago. It does have a really light kind of orangey fragrance that I don't mind. I think it's a nice fragrance. And then the last product, this is the Lancome Energy de Vie Illuminating and Purifying Exfoliating Mask. This is what it looks like here, and my mark was there, at the intro, and I think I'm down to about that point right there. It's hard because the inside, it dips around. So I just added the second mark on here, so hopefully you'll be able to see it. I was up at this top mark, roughly up at that top mark at the intro, and I got down to around this part here. I think I'm just barely over the halfway mark. It's hard to see in here because it does kind of collect on the sides, but you can actually see that I'm using up the product here. So yeah, I would say I'm roughly around that mark there. I think that's just around the halfway mark, just a little bit over the halfway point. I swear to God, this smells like apples or apple cinnamon or something. It's so weird. Every time I use this mask, it reminds me of the fall because of the fragrance. So anyway, this one, if I forgot to mention, this was also sent to me complimentary from Lancome, from the Octoly website. I really wasn't feeling like it was exfoliating very much, but I will say recently I've been trying to notice a little bit more if it does anything, if I see any results. And I do think that my skin looks a lot brighter and nicer after I use this product. So I'll take back what I said. I feel like it is doing a little bit something when I do use it. So anyway, those were all the products, and hopefully I can have something else knocked out by the next update. I'm hoping that this one, at least for sure, will be finished off. This one should be, and the Estee Lauder serum, the Advanced Night Repair Serum. At least these three should be finished off by the next update. But anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching. I apologize that the update is going up a little bit later than it should, but that is it. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.